Hey Aries, welcome to your August 2019 Angel Tarot card reading. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so if you ever would like a personal reading, please go to my website angelawakening.net or follow the links in the description box. Please take what resonates and discard the rest. Just remember, I'm not a financial expert or doctor or therapist or counselor. I'm just using the guidance I'm getting to help support and guide you where I'm getting messages, but consult experts in those fields as you see fit. I do have discounts, so please check out my website and take a look at those. And I think that's it for the miscellaneous. So I'm getting for all of the signs, really for June, July, and August, that there are just some continuing themes and topics that seem to be lingering for us. And I feel like one of them for you is this continuing trend of believing in what your instincts are telling you, believing that, your instinctual feelings about how things should be operating, even if logistically it looks like, or on paper it looks like something different, but your gut is telling you something else, paying attention to that. And, paying attention to that for positive reasons. It can protect you. It can help, save a bad situation. It can help expand on a good situation. So there's just a lot of positive aspects I'm continuing to feel for you all, if you will tap into that inner knowing and that inner guidance, which is what I hope to do with this channel in general, which is to have all of us tap into what it is we believe to be true, even if it doesn't, come out in a report as cleanly as everybody else would like to see it. So let's see what the cards tell us for you for August. 5 of Earth, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So I'm getting for August that we're all the signs really, that we're all going to need help. We're going to need help where we think we can do it all on our own. We're going to need help when we think, the situation is beyond repair and nobody can do anything, or you're tired of working on it. And the other thing that this card reminds us, and I'm getting this for all the signs too, is really making a conscious effort to not be focused on what we don't have, and being in sincere gratitude of everything that you have, even in terms of what's possible. Because creating a lack mentality or having a lack mentality just creates that in our physical manifestations. And we want to create abundance. We want to create, we want joy and we want love, and all of those things it's really hard for those things to find their way to us when we're in kind of complaining mode or nagging mode. And being willing to accept assistance, especially because I'm feeling for you guys, you're not necessarily going to have to go out and ask for it. I think there are people who have been telling you that they will support you with a financial investment or a mentorship or advice or career guidance or a therapy session or something. I mean, something where it's like, you might even have people that are kind of beating you over the head with it, and you're like, I got it, I'm good, you know? And really, you're wise to accept this help, because matters for you can continue to improve, and a lot of the unpleasant feelings that you're having right now are temporary. It's just important that you really take care of your physical and emotional health right now so you can be ready for all of these positive opportunities, and you can be ready to see them when they come to you. 8 of Winter. You have what it takes if only you believe in yourself. Thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of self-confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. Wow. I mean, yeah, and 8 is the number of resources. It's the number of intimacy. It's also the number of Scorpio, so you could be the astrological sign, so you could be potentially dealing with a Scorpio. And yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a continuation of our 5 of Earth card. Just really having that faith, that belief that you are capable of having everything you want. You do have everything it takes to get everything you want. And you're not powerless. You have people around you. You've got opportunities. You've got access to abundance. It's just a matter of you being ready and willing to accept that you're worthy of it and that you deserve it. Goes back to feeling like you're trapped, and that false sense of imprisonment that doesn't really exist, and being determined and telling yourself that you will absolutely have the life that you want, and believing that that is going to happen will make it happen. And I mean, you might have to actively make a choice that's going to change some things. But if you're finding it difficult to focus, ask your guides, ask the angels, the archangels, ask God, source creator, the fairies, as this is a fairy tarot card deck, to send you signs of what you need to create a plan. If you're going back and forth and there's been some resistance on your next steps, start showing the universe that you're taking responsibility and you're willing to do what it takes to make things happen. The fairy here is standing on a slab of ice, and the look is one of feeling trapped. But you can see that the distance from her island of ice to the next one is short, and the space to get there is easily stepped over. And so this false sense of entrapment is one of the reasons why you're feeling like things will never work out, or that you've got worries that you can't get past or get around, because you absolutely can. Knight of Water. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So this could be a personal relationship. This could be a romantic situation. You could be frustrated by, thinking something's never going to work out. But part of it goes back to is how much of this is in your head and how much of this do you have evidence for? Because do you really feel like you've done all the work um, to prove yourself? And, you know, and I'm not saying that as like, you know, you have to do in order for you to be worthy. I feel like we talked about this before. If it wasn't you, it was another sign. But, you know, you don't have to do something in order to be worthy of the universe's blessings. But what you need to do is show up. You know, show up, be present, be willing to take the deep emotions that you're feeling and translate that to other people. Be willing to talk things out. You know, balancing your emotional and mental, the activities that you're doing. I mean, activities I'm saying in terms of just being balanced in general with, you know, how you're planning things, what it is that you're looking to accomplish. And like I say, if it's a personal romantic relationship, you know, maybe they're wanting to see somebody who's serious about, you know, laying down a practical financial future, which could be why you've got some fears around money. But, you know, have you really made the investments that you should be making at this point, or you know, to be, you know, that would help allay some of those fears? You know, are you balancing? Are you balanced in general? And if you're not, some of that negativity can creep in and find those gaps and those weak places, and they can prevent you from, you know, really shining in this enthusiastic and romantic way. So this is either you who's driven by a love of romance or somebody else, and you know, you're either being a little bit nervous about it, or you're nervous about showing this certain someone that you are this emotional, that you are this imaginative and sensitive, and you know, it's about opening up and being who you are and being willing to be this person that says, well, I'm going to have to take my chances and be myself and be willing to and know that I have everything that it takes to win this person over, to take this next step in my career, to do this next thing in school or in my work environment, and I can get some help in the process. If you do get an invitation to a social event, this could provide you with this person that can help you. It could provide you with the next opportunity to meet someone. You know, whatever this invitation is, it could be significant for your future decision making. And I did get this card in the reverse, and it's time to move on. Time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. So I feel like part of why, see, I feel like this is something we talked about it in June or July for you, where having this sense of disappointment about how something turned out or how you acted or how the other person acted, how something didn't come to fruition the way you had hoped, your regrets, your sense of guilt around that is continuing to really play an active role in why I think some of these fears and, not believing you have everything that it takes when you do is coming back to you, or has never left. So, and I don't get this card very often, but the alert here is that you really are going to need to make some room for some new things. And you need to say goodbye to something. And that could be a person, that could be a situation, that could be a old job. And again, I'm not suggesting that you quit your job. But what I'm saying is take another look at where some of your fears and worries are coming from, because they could be coming from your current situation, or they could be coming from something that's trending from the past and something that's never really left you. So letting go and asking for some help to let go, and not concerning yourself with how things are going to get replaced. In other words, if you have to let go of a old relationship to take advantage of a new one coming in, you may not have that new one yet, but that's okay. Once you let go, you open up the doors and the windows for opportunities to have another relationship. And just put your energy into knowing that you're going to get guidance when it's time to do what you need to do, and staying as detached as possible from some of these old situations, these old experiences, this old way of thinking about yourself and thinking about the other person or the other people. Because if this is an old situation that's romantic and you are going to try to make a new, try to build a new relationship, you're going to have to release a lot of these fears that you don't have what it takes to build this bridge with them, that you don't have what it takes to be this other person that they need, that you don't have, that you're not good enough, that you're not strong enough, or that you're not the right fit, because you're never going to figure that out unless, like I said, you show up, you state your case, you believe in what you're saying, and then the chips are going to fall where they may. And that other person or party is going to mirror your enthusiasm, or they're going to go off on their own into another venture. But at least you're going to know. At least you're going to know because you put forth who you really are and what you're really about and what you mean, and then you can move on. But it's really challenging to do that if you don't feel like you've fully given yourself to the opportunity, situation, or relationship. Your animal is the cougar, confidence, be bold and take charge. Yep, that's the only way you're going to know. And you're a sign of bold. I mean, you guys do this all the time. This is something has really just taken a hold of your heartstrings, and it's dragged you into this place of, fear where you normally just don't live. It's just not normally a place that you go to. And so, again, this third party, maybe going to talk to somebody about it. Maybe a family member can help you, a close friend, somebody who can help you kind of get your mojo back, and just help you see how, truly valuable and special you really are, because we're all kind of going through this phase of releasing the negative, releasing the fears and the worries, and things are going to play out the way they're going to play out. But if you step up and say, this is what I want, I'm going to go for it, and the other person or other people are going to meet me in the middle, or I'm going to find another way to make my dreams come true because you've earned it and you deserve it. All right, Aries, I hope that was valuable. If you would like a personal reading from me, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to seeing you all soon.